a episode of Game Set Live. That's right. It's not Thursday. It's not Thursday. It's not 7 p.m. What is going on? That's right. We figured since Wednesday is thought of as Hump Day, Hump Day's got to come with a little bit of KY in the boys, right? Oh yeah, that's right.
Not the boys, though. Not the boys.
but but we are here on a Wednesday, on a hump day, to provide that lubrication to slide you into the best part of the week, the end of the week, into the weekend. That's right. All right. Mr. Bushido in 7 to present today. I'm so esteemed, sir. How are you doing?
All right, but yourself, man. With yourself. Not too
Oh,
bad. Not too bad.
I'm just chilling like a villain, too glad to be illin. I can't take
That's
credit for
right.
that. I stole it from the Beastie Boys, but yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think anybody nowadays would know that now.
Oh, yeah. True that. True that, player. True that. That's right. That's right. I'm a white boy in Kentucky, but I grew up in the hood, dog. That's right. And now I'm stuck in the country, and my wife looks at me when I say something like I'm an alien or something. It's like, hey, I'm sorry. You need to adapt. Um, yeah, you need to assimilate to
You can take the boy
to the
off the
vibe
hood,
I'm
but
bringing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Thember's in the chat. He's pumped up. He said the team is back. The team is back. And we've only got
what's
two
going
people
on,
on the
Al?
chat, and it's just me and Bushido. So, Mr. Bushido, we are the team. That's right. We're the team. It's not Fabio. It's not Vinny. It's Bob and Bush. The Bush and Bob show. The Bush and Bob show coming to
But
you on a hump day,
or the Bushy
Wednesday.
Bob show.
No, you can't put you first. It's my show. I mean, come on.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
guess you're right.
while we're waiting for Fabio to finish his dinner and
Din
come on
din.
in, yeah, his din din. Every time I hear the phrase din din, I think of some guy in a straw hat on the front porch ringing that triangle bell to call in the dog to eat his chops, and it's
Oh
oh
man.
man. All right,
It's funny
brother.
how certain things be an older
What have
person
you
that
what have
brings
you
your
been
memory to something
playing,
else.
man?
I've
What
been
have you been playing?
playing I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter and I need to take a break because I'm doing the usual thing I do, which is play something to death. And I got a bunch of stuff I could play, like um, Referenzo, uh, what's the game again? Forgot the name of the game. Refutazio.
I was about to say I would
And
not have guessed Rufataggio. I really would not have.
why?
You
Because I said it
had me
completely
there,
wrong.
dog. You really had me.
Well, that's one, and the
President,
other is
the Europeans will be asking for
oh, I
our
can't wait for
help before.
the new game, the not the 34 um game, the one the RPG. You got that coming out soon, and I'm just trying to make some headway in this game um before that game drops, before these games drop, because I'm way behind on games right now, way behind. And you can thank the first definitive for that one.
Yeah.
So, oh, and I finally uninstalled it. Can you believe it?
No, no, I don't.
Yep, I finally
It took you
uninstalled
forever
it.
to do that.
Yeah, man. You give me loot in the game, man. You got me. Give me loot.
So I do want to speak to a little bit of the description, the the description for this show tonight and the video that is playing. I have. I'm in love with Command and Conquer. I've always loved Command and Conquer games.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that is real time strategy royalty.
Right.
And the first time I got to play a game called Tempest Rising on Steam,
Mm-hmm.
they had the demo on there, and to me, it was like I was stepping into a new generation Command and Conquer when that studio has been closed and done for years. So tonight in the gameplay, you will see one of the first missions in Command and Conquer Red Alert 2, a classic. And then you will see it warp into one of the first missions of Tempest Rising. And then at the end of that mission, it will warp back into the second mission of Red Alert 2 and then loop thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, man, so Tempest Rising, it comes out April 24th. And I'm trying my hardest to get a review code for it. Not really because I want to review it, but because I want to play it 2 weeks early.
Right. Right.
But I'm trying hard because I played the demo. It lets you play through 2 full missions of the GDF, and it lets you play through 2 full missions of the whatever the other guys are called. I can't remember. But it was one of those games where you were like, you literally had to prevent yourself from throwing the controller down because you realized your demo time was over.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the story behind the gameplay. The story behind the show is Thursday nights was really packed, and Wednesday nights, we all know Wednesday is hump day. It is the middle day of the week, and what goes better during a hump is a little KY. So we're gonna ride that. We're gonna ride that right on out the door.
You
Probably,
just keep using double entendres, boy. I tell you,
yeah, we're
you're
gonna ride
full
that
of them.
right out the door. Probably slip off of the doorknob because of all the lubricant on it, and slide down the steps and probably injure a glute. So we're gonna have a torn butt, and yeah, it's gonna be really bad.
Or
But we're gonna
two,
have fun doing it,
and
and yeah, I'm pumped. I'm so happy to be here on a Wednesday. Yeah, Bush, I really want to know, what have you been playing? What have you been playing? How you been doing? You haven't been on the show in like 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm pumped
has
to
it been
finally,
that long?
dude. It's been, yeah, yeah. Because 1 week we didn't have a show, and then the week before that you joined late, and then
Mm-hmm. So I'm getting
yeah.
credit for that one.
I mean, you may get a little bit of
Like,
credit.
yeah, I guess
I'll give you a little bit. All
a
right.
little bit. All right, I'll take a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take a half a show.
in case you don't know, country boy like I am, a little bit goes a long way. It really does. That's right. A little bit can be the difference between you drinking with your homies or winding up in a ditch. It's
That's
you know,
true.
yeah,
That's true.
totally. But man, I want to know, what have you been playing and what are you excited about right now, and what are you looking forward to? What hasn't released yet? I kind of want to get caught up on Mr. Bushido. Oh, we got a Fabio. I have to fix the cameras. But while I'm doing that, Mr.
Ramon.
Bushido, why don't you give us a heads up?
Like I said, there's just been a little bit of the first Descendant and more of um, Monster Hunter. And I was trying. Oh, I know, Wes. So Octopath 2, I don't know why it's listed on coming to Game Pass when it's been on Game Pass for like over a year now. So I don't understand because I've been playing it and I was halfway done and then Monster Hunter dropped. And so that's gonna have to wait now, unfortunately. If something has to wait, sometimes it ain't gonna happen. But as long as it's here, I'll be able to play it eventually. Hopefully, it'll still be here when the time and as time goes by.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
And
love Octopath though. If you're a JRPG fan, you'll love it because um it's a traditional one, turn based. But the thing that I think most people like about it is the old school type graphics and has a tremendous combat engine. It's really, 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 really good.
yeah.
Oh, the last game I beat was Sea of Stars, and that was the last
See,
one. Sea of
oh,
Stars,
Sea
which
of
was excellent.
Stars. Yeah, Sea of
It
Stars
was
is
an
really
excellent
cool.
game. Yeah, excellent game.
And wow, so we're greeted by kind of gangster royalty here on a Wednesday. We have the man that single-handedly takes care of all the bread and all the milk distribution in Brazil, Mr. Fabio
Ooh,
Amarin. Yes,
he's some eggs in.
he does, sir. I had you,
Mr.
but where
Fabio
did you go?
Marine. Mr. Marine.
Ah, there he
I
is.
guess he's not Marine today.
He was hiding from us.
Yeah. Unless he's not finished eating his dinner and he got caught.
Oh, that too. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a possibility. It happens.
Yeah.
I do understand.
Yeah. Little lady was like, hey, you didn't finish this stuff on this plate. And you know how moms are, basically. A young mom in in a in a start. So
Yeah. So, Mr. Fabio Amarin, sir, how have you been doing? How's the weather in Brazil? And what have
he's
you
a
been playing?
Marine.
I said Amarin, didn't I?
No,
Yeah,
a Marine.
I mean, he did say my surname, surname like right. Like I don't know, for some reason, Noof Nuken during his podcast yesterday, like he just didn't know what to say about how to pronounce it. It's amazing. No, but it was good to see him. Yeah, I'm great. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here. And by the way, let me ask you something. Bushido, why the hell is your voice so metallic?
Because he's the
I don't
metallic
know.
dude, man.
Yeah,
Is
man.
it?
Yeah,
And why
Yes.
the hell isn't your face cam turned on?
because I'm not set up for that yet. I
Because
want to know why yours is on.
he hasn't done his hair yet.
Are you
Yes.
are you disappointed that my face cam is turned on right now? Is that I mean, I don't know if you
Nah,
know. I don't know
I'm
if
more
you
disturbed
noticed, but
by it
like
than
the
anything. But
show has a brand new format. That like we spent some time trying to get this and have face cam. So yeah, there we go. It kind of
Yep.
kills off
um,
the purpose if you're just going to
nothing
be
I can do
with
about it.
your setting.
Nothing I
It
can do about
does.
it right now.
It totally kills the purpose if you can't be. I mean, to me, as a manager, I can't really say whether or not you're being a team player or not. It kind of sounds. It kind of feels
I mean,
like you're being. Kind of
I
feels
mean,
like he's
who
being
called
It
combative.
does
who
sound like
called this guy?
he's not being a team player.
Who called this guy? Did you call this guy Bob? Like I never liked him since the first moment of my life. Like it's amazing.
Really? You did? Wow.
If anybody has ever
You
listened
really
to this
didn't like
show,
him?
you know you're a flat out lie right
Oh
Of course.
man, I can't believe it.
there.
Wait. And I
Yeah,
talking to Umbra right now. Oh no,
I
it's
have
Bushido.
to.
Okay.
So
Oh no, my
Thimber, I do
God.
want to
Oh, okay.
apologize. I want to apologize to Thimber because what I didn't realize is um as smart as PCs can be, they are also dumb. So I had all these camera angles. Me, Fabio, Thimber, Wise. We all worked on these cameras last week, and Bob went and got a
Yes,
brand
I don't
new
know what
gaming. Bob
it's
went and
kind
got
of
a
about
brand new
it.
gaming
Um,
monitor that was actually made for gaming. And when I added it to my system, none of my camera angles or captures that I had with the monitor that's still plugged in to the same port it was plugged into last time, I had to redo them all. So yeah,
Oh, great.
I
So you
did
mean to
pre-show
tell me
editing.
that
And
you lost every setting that we done last week?
yes, I did. Yes, I did. And the reason,
Oh,
Thimber,
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna push this back on the panel because the reason I had to do pre-show editing on the go is because not everybody was present pre-show. See how that works?
I'm the one losing.
So I gotta go. Okay, so I'll see you.
Uh,
Oh,
hey, am I the only one popping in and out?
couldn't resist. Couldn't resist.
ah,
Mm,
you made my heart flutter, my dog. It really did. It was like
You
it was
think
like
I will be leaving you there?
I was just like I was trying to joke around, but did I come at it too hard? Oh man, when he left, I was like, did I hurt his feelings?
You hurt.
Oh
You
my
hurt my
god.
feelings. It's just
Oh.
I can't stand it.
Fabio was having his family dinner, and it's very important for Fabio and his family to have dinner, and I understand that. And
Can I have a dinner with my family? Like,
you,
is it forbidden to have such a thing?
no, no, no.
you should do the dishes at least.
We just require you to schedule all family activities around this show.
Samuel.
I'm
Give me
sorry.
give
This
me a
is
date.
called time zone difference. So yeah.
Excuses, I tell you.
Okay, so Mr. Fabio, what have you been playing? How's the weather down there? And yeah, what are you looking forward to?
Oh man, the weather is crazy as hell. We were not supposed to be with such hot, with so many hot days. Just like summer, it was supposed to be as hot as it is. But here we are, trying to just survive in this goddamn tropical weather that we have here. Other than that, what I've been playing, man, I've been mostly just playing like Street Fighter and Halo. Like basically that's it. Oh yeah, I went back to play a little bit of Avowed, but mostly has been Street Fighter and Halo.
Dude, I mean, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy because I suck at fighting games. You play Street Fighter, I mean, just like I don't. I mean,
Ah man, like it is that situation where in order for you to learn how to play, and I'm not saying at all that I learn how to play well whatsoever. Like I usually play what I play like best with classic controls instead of like modern control scheme is Tekken. Tekken 8, like I love to play that game in the classical control scheme, but Street Fighter, I think it is hard to do combos, so I prefer to play with the modern controls, which are much easier for you to do stuff there. But in order for you to learn how to play the game, or at least start enjoying more and more in terms of like fighting against people, is jumping online. Like you need to jump online. You are going to lose a ton of games. I continue to lose every most of my games fair and square. But like it is the moment you start to know the mechanics and you learn the combos and you are starting to like win matches and also like getting better ranks. It is just an amazing time like while you are playing. and that is for every single fighting game like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, even the Marvel vs. Capcom games from the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. They have the same principle. Like at first, you won't have any idea what you are supposed to be doing. You are going to lose a lot of matches, and then with practice, you start to get good and you improve. It's like a chess match. Every single online match that I find.
Yeah,
I have to agree with about that. A lot of
yeah,
ways too
me too.
is to
I
play it on normal mode, to play against a computer, at least through the campaign, like let's say Tekken, like you mentioned. And once you go through a campaign, what happens is you don't worry about the campaign. You worry more about learning the moves. The minute you can learn all the moves, that's the minute you become a better player. As soon as you know you're one player, just one player, not multiple players, one player. As soon as you learn that one player, then you start to become you start to really enjoy it because you know what you're
Yeah.
going to do and you're not going to be surprised by anything. So, yeah.
kind of like a blood sport. He wasn't surprised either.
Yeah, listen to the Marine.
He was a badass.
So, was I too late for the show? Have you guys started talking about something, or we were
Oh
right
Nope,
at the
no,
just in
beginning?
time.
no, we've just total BS, bro. I mean,
Amazing.
Yeah.
So let's see. Did the Cleveland Browns did something today or not?
they probably stuck their foot
Why?
farther in their mouth than it was already in there.
Okay.
Why?
Well, the only
To
news
be
I have
honest,
about my Vikings is that they gave up. They apparently gave up on pursuing Aaron Rodgers. Thank God for that.
Oh, God, yes,
what is your hate?
please.
What
I
is your all's
agree.
hatred against Aaron Rodgers? I don't get it.
I don't have a
Here's the
hatred
thing.
towards him.
No,
He's just
no.
not
Here's the
good
thing.
anymore.
Yeah, like here's the thing. Previously, when he was with the Packers, he was a genius in terms of
Yes.
football knowledge. Like his plays, like that guy was a monster. The moments like he went to the Jets and he suffered that season-ending injury, that's it. Like he's old, he was injured, he just recovered
Yeah.
from it. Did you see his last season with the Jets? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm surprised he
I
didn't.
know. Okay, I know. It's the Jets. I'm sorry for any New York fans that are not the Giants here. If you are going to be listening to this in the future, I'm sorry, but you need to understand the Jets are the Jets. Hopefully they get better, but it wasn't going to be
One of
with
these
Aaron
days.
Rodgers. And like there was a there were happening rumors that Aaron Rodgers was going to follow exactly the same path as Brett Favre, which is like started with the Packers, went to the Jets, and right after that went to the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers started with the Packers, went to the Jets, and everyone was saying he's going to the Vikings now. And apparently, thank God, it isn't the case.
You are out. You're just
Yeah,
like
Brett's
everybody
last
else out
year
there
was
looking for a
fantastic.
connection between two things that have nothing to do with one another. I'm sticking up my guns here. Sorry,
What?
but
What are you talking
yeah,
about? What do you mean?
the comparison that you're making.
So Brett
Which
Favre and
one?
Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. Is that what you're telling me? Is that a
Yes,
comparison?
that's the comparison.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because Aaron Rodgers, because Brett Favre, when he was done, he decided he was done and just retired.
Yes. Hmm?
Aaron Rodgers is still playing the denial game, and I don't believe that Brett Favre ever played
yeah,
the denial game. He did 1 year here, 1 year here, and then he said, "I'm done." And now Aaron Rodgers is like 1 year here, and now he's gonna do 1 year here, and he's he's young enough. He's gonna say, "Well, maybe I'll do 1 year here." Yeah, It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good at all. I do want to shout out to Baldman Gamer in the chat, asking me to bring on the goat. If you missed the
Oh my
last
lord.
episode of the XPN podcast, Bob had some of his chickens from the farm brought in and put in his lap, and
Uh-oh.
apparently it really spurred the farming gene in BMG. He now wants to see goats and cows and everything else. And I'm thinking about, don't you live in the UK? Don't they have plenty of pasture over there? Nice green fields for livestock. Can't you just take a
Yeah, but I don't think they have any farms.
I
The
don't
thing
know.
is, Bob, the thing is, you brought the thing is the chicken that you brought up that you brought into that show
It was
started
a
to flap its wings on your face,
it
like
was a
it
very
Did it
nice
almost just took
really?
chicken.
out your glasses at the
I
time
know.
when it happened.
And
Oh, I missed it.
I had two chickens in my lap, and one was like, I ain't having
I
this.
wanna
And I
fly
don't know if it
away,
didn't
even though
I
I
don't
can't
know if it
fly.
didn't like the chicken next to it or what, but it wound up on my shoulder. While the other one stayed in my lap and was just like, fine, I'm so glad he left. And the one on the shoulder is like, that's right, I'm
Glad he
up here,
left.
you're down there. I look better on
Mm.
camera, and it was like,
Start the
ah,
whole thing.
okay. So Bald Man Gamer, he said to be fair, he was rather drunk at that show. So,
Oh my lord, what is that?
oh my
What's
Look,
going
he's
on?
like, I
goodness!
don't remember
Oh
saying
my!
that.
And my
Hello,
wife,
hello to you that just happened to show to show here.
my wife just stuck a bearded dragon on my shoulder. That's right.
Amazing,
That's right.
amazing.
Game Set
Bob,
Live, where you get to experience the wildlife that Bob has
Bob,
to live
is
I ain't
that
for.
seeing beard life though.
Hmm
honestly, Bob? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to start thinking that you have every single possible animal there. Bring us the hippo right now.
Really,
Come on. Where
really.
are the alligators? Come do it.
Oh, that's funny. I did not expect that. I didn't ask for that or anything. All of a sudden, I'm just, yeah, wow. I mean, and he's cool. He's a really cool bearded dragon. He will sit there. He'll sit there through the whole stream. And yeah,
Okay, that's it.
I don't
That's
see a
it.
beard
he's
on him
great.
though, is what I'm
Honestly,
saying.
I mean, if there was any point that we
Hey,
were
buddy.
looking for a brand
Hey,
new member of
buddy.
the show, a
Hey,
brand
you're
new
a good
panelist member,
boy.
that's
You're a
it.
good boy.
We got our panel member. So the panel member, so the panel composed by me, Bob, Bushido, and what's the name of the bearded dragon there?
This we call him the Pale King because he is I can't remember the name. What is it when the animal's all white in the wild? What
Oh,
is it?
albino.
Yes, yes, yes. He's an albino bearded dragon. He's a rare bearded dragon. We paid a lot for him at a show, so he's pretty cool.
There's a
That's
dragon
amazing.
show.
This could be the dragon show, but don't don't tell Dragon about this, okay? Because Dragon might get jealous.
I mean,
Just
honestly, I don't know what's the better like incentive for people to watch this. It is come to Game Sets Live. We got dragons.
we got dragons. That's right.
We got
Come to
a
Game
bearded
Set
dragon.
Live. We have dragons. I'm surprised my
We got.
wife put herself on video to put the dragon on my shoulder. I mean, she's
Oh
famous
yeah, for
now.
the first time I
She's on
saw her,
YouTube
like,
forever,
goddamn.
whether she wants to be or not. Her face and
Well,
likeness and
Right.
everything is on.
okay,
Yep.
I'm
Right.
The
pretty
only thing she
sure
didn't
there's
do
going to
was
be.
say something, and that would have been
I'm
picked up
pretty
too.
sure there's going to be a moment where she's going to say, "Can you put a black block on my face just that doesn't show me? Or can you just
Wow.
in that in the can
Right?
you edit something like that? Just like out of nowhere, Bob is like this, and out of sudden, there we go, dragon.
Oh,
Like
dragon.
goddamn.
Yep. All of a sudden,
Hey,
I'm
tell her I
talking
said hello.
to
How's she doing?
dragon. I get dragon. Uh,
Oh my lord, where is BMG reacting to this?
I don't know.
Hey, Bobby, how's she
BMG.
doing?
She's great, man. She's great. She's recovering
Good. Tell her I
well.
asked about her.
I'm so glad.
That's good.
Oh
All right.
yeah, by the way, shout out to Xbox Gamer 117 that just joined us in chat. How are you doing, my
Hey,
man?
that's right. Xbox Gamer 117. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome. Welcome to the show.
I know we're talking a bunch of BS right now, but I promise
As
you,
always,
we
as
will
always.
get to the news, and we will fill you in with the latest and the greatest on Hump Day for this week. I promise. Okay,
I'm just
so
literally like imagining an animated opening for the show where the bearded dragons just flying away, spitting fire everywhere, like, and then game set live. Like that would be, and then chickens just go over the.
oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, god damn it! There we
Uh,
go.
okay, so Bob has been playing Microtopia, which is an RTS game that is you are the hive mind of a bunch of robot ants. It's pretty cool. It's on Steam, and Bob has been
No,
playing Red Alert 2, which you saw on screen before I flipped over to Tempest Rising, which you're looking at now, which is what I consider the closest thing to a next gen Command and Conquer that we're ever going to get, because that game, that studio was shut down, and yeah, I mean, I talked to Dealer today. I called Dealer up.
oh, cool.
Dealer said to tell everybody that he's doing great. He's working on a project. He didn't tell me what the project was or whether or not it's even going to be public, but that he's working on a project and he's just getting ready to finish it up. And he mentioned this while I said that I was really missing um, getting alerts from him putting out a new video every week. So I don't know. I mean, maybe Dealer may be coming back to us, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get the
Be
full
nice.
RDX. I don't think we're going to get the full RDX experience because
I wonder
Nah,
why.
everybody's
I
moved
wonder
on,
why.
especially Tim Dog has moved on. I don't know what Zonker's doing, or I know Fonz has his own thing going on. And Deep
Mhm.
Batch has his own thing going on, his own following with tech reviews and stuff. Big shout out to Xbox Gamer 117. This is not a news show. We're on episode 111. And we're going to run a special Halo edition on episode 117. Because, as you know, that will be episode 117. And that is John. So,
nice,
but no,
nice.
we've been on Thursdays forever, and Thursdays are really packed and didn't really play well with my ISP. So I was experiencing buffering and some speed issues, and so far we have been live for 48 minutes, and on a Wednesday, I have dropped 0 frames. I haven't dropped a single frame out of 174,000 frames. So Wednesdays is definitely where Bob can get the better connection in his location. And yeah, my name's KY Bob, and it kind of works with Hump Day because nobody wants a dry Hump Day, right? They need some KY. So yeah, it works.
Oh my god.
I know it. I don't like it either, but it works. You know, Kentucky Bob becomes KY
Oh no,
Bob
you
becomes
like it.
KY Bob on a hump day, and it just I don't know. It just
He
happens.
lo-
But yeah,
he loves how it sounds like.
Fancy jazz. Yep.
It's amazing how in love with with this goddamn slogan he is. Like,
but anyway, I talked to Dealer earlier. He's doing great. No
That's
word
good.
on whether he is or when he is, but I did say because we had played some Sniper Elite 5 together in co-op and we had a lot of fun, and I mentioned that we need to play some Sniper Elite Resistance together and
Mhm.
have some fun. And he mentioned another game to me and said I need to look it up, and that game is Split Fiction, which I will be purchasing tonight after I get off the stream so that I can play Split Fiction with my wife, because it's made by the same developers that made It Takes Two, and we played It Takes Two together, and we really enjoyed that game. We had a lot of fun with it. It was a very touching game. We got a lot out of it, and I really look forward to doing that with my wife to play Split Fiction. I think that'll be really cool, and I'm getting a text message from the wife. I have to get up from here and go return the dragon. So
Out there, no. She's taking
Yes.
away our best panel member. Seriously?
I know. I mean, he's not
I'm
gonna.
talking about the dragon. You know that, right?
I know. I know. I know. I will be right back. You and Bushido just
Oh
carry
my
on.
lord, he wants to live.
Be yourselves.
Let him. Oh god, wait. You're telling me it's going to be me and Bushido by ourselves here.
It's looking like.
Oh god. Bob, don't you dare leave that. What the fuck? Never liked him, by the way. Like honestly, never.
He's like, Bob, don't you dare.
Oh
Bob's like,
my
yeah, I'll be
lord,
back.
what has he done? He left the show just with the two of us.
Oh, man. Hey, is anything been happening this week?
Actually, I don't know.
Right?
I'm like, he's saying we're soon enough going to be talking about the news. I'm like, what news? But well,
You're like, exactly what I was saying. I was like, what news?
I guess we are going to figure it out together, right?
Right together. I just do figure out together. See, this is where
Uh,
Denver used to come in at. Denver used to come in and post stuff, and he had the whole thing all arranged for Bob, and Bob all he had to do was show up. And as soon as Denver stopped, that was it. Bob is like,
that's
I
it.
don't know we're gonna do that. We're just
Everything
gonna wing
else
it.
died.
Bob's like, we're just gonna wing it tonight.
Oh Lord, but yeah, my good friend Mr. Bashir, how are you doing? Honestly, like
I'm
I
doing all
missed
right,
you.
man.
It's been a while
I can't
since the
complain.
last
It has been. Yeah, it has been. It's been a minute. I think the last time was
1964. A good day.
no, I think it's 65. Because it was
Yeah.
rain that day.
Oh yeah, well, of course.
Yeah,
Where's my
yeah,
pipe?
yeah. Right. But for the most part, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I've been
and it is because of that that I think that the Browns are so bad.
oh wow, you always killing this man Browns all the time.
Oh my lord, oh my lord, the dragon is back. What happened there?
He said they're dragging us back. That's what they're doing.
Are you okay? Oh my lord, there we go. Bob, can you move it
Bum
a
chicka
little
bum
bit
chicka
more
bum.
to? Can you move it a little bit more to the left? No. A little bit more to the right. I just want for it to cover your face.
He's gonna wait to the other side too.
There
This is
we
Bob.
go.
I'm speaking as the dragon. That's right.
You said
Bob the
dragon speaking
Dragon
for
is
you.
now the host of the show.
Weren't you supposed to to give back the dragon there?
Yeah, but it's warm back here in the studio, and he probably really enjoys it. They like warm. They like warmth.
Oh,
So,
that's nice for him.
I'm just
oh, I
imagining
know he's
a
such a good
moment
boy.
where I'm just imagining a moment where the wife is going to show up again and just going to snatch it out of it.
So, Bob, what
Oh
we got tonight,
man,
man?
what?
Because like here's the thing, while you were out, we were discussing the facts that we have no idea of the news that happened this week. Like
Yes.
we are
We were
both
trying to figure out
asking
something to talk
ourselves,
about.
what were there any news?
Yeah, we
I
do
hope
have
this
He's
is
news.
like,
I
I
hope
guess.
someone died so we can talk about it.
So new on the news. So we are a news podcast. So we do
Are we?
have to talk about the news.
I guess if
I
you
mean,
said so.
we talk a
I
lot of
mean,
BS during it for a news
well,
Yeah,
podcast.
we
yeah.
did start out that way, correct? Yes.
40 minutes, 40 minutes to 1 hour of podcast, and we haven't talked
Well,
about.
we had to get things out of the way. We had to get the dragon out of the way. I mean, goodness, oh my goodness, he just
Oh my
decided
lord,
to
he's
just
living. He's tearing your arm apart. Oh my god.
he just decided he wanted to do whatever he wanted to do. Um,
Let him be. Like he doesn't want to be with you anymore.
oh
I think he likes us best.
wow.
Oh my god,
I'm
what are
sorry, I
you
was in my
seeing?
own world. I was reading this stuff to
I,
myself, and I was like, oh wow, this is great.
so basically, you just forgot for a few seconds. You forgot that we have a show to do, and you are supposed to be the host. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly
what
what
it
I'm
looks
telling
like.
you. I completely forgot.
Uh,
Yep.
Amazing, amazing. So, and to everyone that is watching this and finding this entertaining, I just want to say I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well,
Let me
we don't.
just
Yeah.
let
Little
me
off.
get this out of the way.
We're a little off. A new day. I do apologize. New day. Not a full panel, and no guest. So, um, it didn't take Wednesday didn't take just a panelist by surprise. It took a lot else by surprise. And you see, I've got somebody on my arm now. He's wow.
I mean, who cares about the Vini that is going to be out
Well,
not showing up for a few episodes? We have a dragon now. Like I think that's a pretty good trade-off.
It's a
Yeah,
pretty good trade
it
off.
is. He's a good boy. He is.
Oh, you Baba
Xbox
Tree,
Gamer one one
Bobby.
seven. We're not new at this. We've been doing this for This is episode 111, and
He's
we
surely you know
wear
what this.
we wear unprofessionalism on our sleeve. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we have guests on here that are hosts and panelists of other shows, or people that are just gamers and acquaintances. You won't see Phil Spencer on this show. You won't see Jim Ryan. You won't see it. And the closest developer we've
You
had
definitely
on
won't
here,
see
we've
Jack.
had we've had Deli on here twice, which was the developer that worked on the art in Watchdog Legions, and those were great
He,
shows, and we learned a
he
lot from
worked
him.
with he did work at Microsoft. He worked at Watch Dogs Legions as well, and
Yep.
yeah.
You talking about Deli?
Oh,
Yeah, Deli. I
I'm
said Deli.
Yeah, I miss him. He don't reply no more. It seems like they put the kibosh on that after that last
Yeah.
incident with the yeah,
He let a little bit go on that episode. I think he was kind of
on Umber show. Yeah. Well, you know what? In all honesty though, I don't blame him for that. He didn't really say a whole lot, but what happened was um it seems to be it was interpreted one way and the rumors just started to fly. And you had news media picking it up, journalists picking it up. And I was like, oh my God. I said, this started from Umber's show. And so I talked to Umber about it. And he was like, no, 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 it wasn't from mine. Because Tom Warren's covering it. I said, no, dude, I'm telling you, this happened a day after your show. It's from you. And he just really couldn't grasp it, I guess. But he would not go with it. No, he's like, nah, it's not me. This is, usually Tom Warren doesn't get anything wrong. So, and I was like, listen, I agree. But this thing took off so fast, it made everybody's head spin. And I wasn't surprised that it turned into such a big rumor.
Dealer.
And then after that, it seemed like Phil put a stop to the
Xbox
guys
Gamer one
coming
one
on.
seven was asking about Dealer, and he was a content creator and a close friend, and needed to take a break from the industry. And I think most of us that knew him understood. A lot of the people that just watched his show and watched his content didn't. But what he's doing is good for him, and in turn, we're happy for him because of what he's doing. Yeah, we're going to talk about Xbox. We're going to talk about Shadows. That's actually the next thing we're going to get into. So, Xbox, I mean, Assassin's Creed Shadows opens
I'm not gonna like
this
what I got to
weekend.
say.
Yeah, and so who is playing it? Who's buying it? Who? What edition are you getting if you are? And if you're not, why aren't you? Fabio,
Mm.
you first.
I mean, like, I would love to get Assassin's Creed Shadows, and like, I'm actually considering getting the Ubisoft Plus subscription service in order to play the game because Assassin's Creed is definitely like one of my favorite franchises. It is, of course, my favorite Ubisoft franchise, like especially considering like my history with Assassin's Creed. Like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was one of the first Xbox 360 games that I played, and like I just played a ton out of that game, and because of that I fell in love with the franchise. And like when I saw Assassin's Creed Shadows, I really loved the static, I loved the idea, and I didn't give a damn about like, oh yeah, this samurai is like this other character is like that, like all the drama and stuff that people were complaining since the first announcement of the game. I just think it is completely unnecessary because oh yeah,
It
but
is.
what about the historical accuracy? Like it's not 100%
It's never been
true
100.
to
Yeah,
actual story. You know that, right? You know that, like for example, in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, things got so crazy that you are able to buy a giant wolf where you can mount and ride
Yeah,
around the
dude, I
land.
have
So
that.
like.
I've got that wolf. I have
So
that wolf.
like, goddamn, why are people complaining about that? It's just video games. Just go and enjoy it. And like, if I am going to buy the game, like after getting the subscription service, I am most probably going to be getting the standard edition. Why? Because games are way too expensive nowadays, and like when
Yes.
you are going with nowadays with deluxe, premium, and ultimate editions, oh my lord, it is just a nightmare amount of money. Like if you are capable of buying every single big release of the year day one and you buy the deluxe or the ultimate edition, salutes to you, my man. I really wish you enjoyed, but I'm just not
And,
capable
and
of doing it.
Th- Thember brings up a good point in the chat.
Hmm.
Yasuke was a real person. So this isn't just
Yosuke,
something yeah.
Yosuke.
Why do you
I
have to
keep.
put
I
that
had to
in there?
listen. I had to have that beaten into my head too. So now every time when I hear somebody say it, it's like I gotta correct it. I don't know why, but it bugs me now.
But yeah, he's a real person. He's from Japanese lore.
Oh,
Some
nice.
some aspects and some details have are not true, but as a whole, it's pretty solid. And I mean, if you hate, I mean, so when is this game supposed to take place? Is it like I want to say 300-400 years ago? Um, yeah,
I think
bad
it's
on them
further
for
than that.
having. Okay, well, bad
I
on
think
them. Whenever it was, bad on them for having inclusion back then. I mean, that's what you're arguing about.
Mm-hmm.
So
And like let
rocks
me
and don't
just
play the
say
game.
that, and like continue with what I wanted to say about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like I saw the gameplay of it, like not just from what they revealed previously in announcements, but like people actually playing the game and clips that I've been seeing on Twitter, and like the game looks really good. It looks really amazing, and I'm so glad to see that the game is receiving such a nice reception. I think this is something that Ubisoft really needed,
it
considering
sure enough
that
did.
state, like considering like their state and the situation where they are considering either selling the company or selling, like of course rumors and discussion that people are having about it, of course, but like either selling the company or selling some of their IPs in order to just not die out of nowhere. Like I think that this is a really nice win for them. Well deserved considering that you see you do a game that is when it gets released, it's working properly and it is appealing to people to play it, and people are enjoying it. And there we go. There is some success. Now, hopefully, people are going to be buying it, so it just doesn't become a colossal failure to the point where, yeah, not even when we do a good game, we can just survive out of this.
Not a Far Cry fan at all.
Mhm. There we go. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, you talking about Far Cry? Never mind. I think talking about Assassin's Creed. I just don't like that. Just I just don't like the clunky nature of the mechanics of the game. To me, it feels clunky, especially when I'm driving, and it feels like I'm driving a sim, and I'm like, why is this car going left and right so hard? So yeah, I just don't dig that, man. So I never really got into it. I always liked the stories, but never got into it because of that.
So
Oh,
apparently, Timber was letting me know
mm.
that I was muted, so nobody heard what I said.
Ah, great.
Um, no, I was just muted for the whole Far Cry bit. So basically, what I said when I was muted was I don't have any interest in future Assassin's Creed games. The only
Oh my
thing I
lord.
have interest in is future Far Cry games. So if Microsoft is going to buy an IP from Ubisoft, please make it be Far Cry, because I always get the most expensive version of Far Cry, and this way I don't have to pay so much to play Far Cry if it's
Oh
on Game
my
Pass.
lord. Why are you doing this to us? Why are you saying such things? God
I'm
damn it.
sorry. I'm just throwing it out there, dude. I'm look. I used to game on all platforms, but I gave my PlayStation to my son and the Switch to my daughter, and I have my Xbox and my PC now.
And where does that like go and make the connection between you or just being addicted to Far Cry?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where's your well? I don't care. So, Mr. Bushido, gone. If you are, are you excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows? What would you, which edition would you acquire? And like, for what you saw, are you playing it? And like, for what you saw so far, either for your playing or clips and stuff, what are you thinking about the game?
In all honesty, after seeing some clips today, I'm not one of those guys to say, this is too woke and stuff like that. I'll just play a game and whatever you got in it, I can ignore if I don't agree with it or whatever. But in this instance, I saw a clip of the game, and when I saw that he had a non-binary partner, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Where did this come from?" Because at least in some of the stories of him, that he got married and had a kid. It's not a lot of history on him. It really isn't. It's not a lot to um, you can tell for a fact is if this is a fact, and it's a fact. The only thing I know for a fact was that he was brought in by Nobunaga. He's made one of his retainers. People argue to say that like he was a samurai. They didn't use the term samurai back then. But I still thought it was an interesting, cool story though, right? I had heard that they were going to make the movie for him, for Yosuke, when Chadwick Boseman was still alive. So he was gonna play him, and then he passed on. But I thought he would have been perfect for it. But either way, um, I don't know why that took me out of it. I don't. It just really just I was like, why? Why? See, this is one of those instances where it feels like you just tried to squeeze this in just to check that box. And I'm not usually on that time, with stuff like everything is always shoehorned and everything. It's not because everything's not. Whatever your creative decision is, your creative decision. But this is just, I thought it was just, I
Out
just
of
thought they
nowhere.
just did try to do too much. And I
Yeah.
thought that it was controversial enough with you getting Yosuke in the game, and then you're gonna do this, and I was like, I don't know, man. But um, in my looking at it, I think that I'm still interested in the game. Um, I'm just gonna do the usual, like I tell everybody else. Like I'm just gonna have to just skip cinematic scenes because I want to play as a samurai and a ninja. Um, but I gotta just that's just the way I have to do. It. But I am still getting it though. I'm
But like,
starting to think of when that would be because I'm so behind on games. So I'm not sure when that'll be. But the sales are going really well. I think it's
what? Do-
number 2 on Steam in America, and number 3 on Steam worldwide. So the sales are doing, at least well enough on Steam. So, and then, like you
Yeah.
said, Ubisoft needed that one. They needed that one really, really bad.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like I was actually about to ask, but like you already answered because I was okay. Would you say that that detail that throw you a little bit off from the game,
Yes.
like would you consider that that detail would like compromise the game just like a lot it happened with just like it happened with like Dragon Age the Veilguard?
Um, it's funny.
You
The
say it is
situation
that
Dragon Age of
forced?
Belgard, that was another situation where you force something, an ideology, onto somebody, and I just thought it was dumb. I said it didn't make sense. I know you're trying to do something, but um, there's always ways of doing things. There's always ways of doing things. If you want to make a story about something like that, then let it be a story about that. Don't put it into a fake. Listen, when I say this, I'm not saying it in a prejudicial way, but what I'm saying is don't put it into a big franchise just because is what I yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just because you want to tick the box. If this is a story you're telling, then that's the story you're telling. And I just don't like the shoehorning of ideologies inside of games. And I'm as progressive as the next guy. I'm hip. You know, I'm hip to the hip game.
I
But
believe it. Yeah.
yeah, I just felt like it just takes away from, and I've heard guys say it before, but it does take away from the immersion of the game when you see something that just doesn't fit in the game.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, but you have to think. I mean, a lot of people, it's going to be a little bit of a shock to them because they're used to seeing a certain type of character in these games, and so um, yeah. I mean, it's really going to come down to what type of person you are in your heart and whether or not you're a true gamer
Mhm.
or somebody who is looking for something to build a soapbox on and complain about.
That's too
I
much of that
think,
going on in the world now. If you ask
yeah,
me.
I think the game is going to be great. I mean, you've got two different play styles. The woman will have more of a stealthy play style, and the black
Mm-hmm.
man will have more of a tank play style, more of a
Mm-hmm.
badass. Yeah, try and take me out. I'm gonna crush you and your whole crew kind of play style.
Similar to
Right.
While the woman will sneak in and be like, "Well, you didn't even know I took out the other 9 guys, and you're the last one, and you're next."
Right.
yeah,
So
basically
You know.
similar to what they did with Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
yes, but
Yeah.
Syndicate
You
was
know what's funny? I
multiplayer,
never finished
right?
it. I really, really missed out on that one.
Oh, you can try to get it right now. Like it is on a pretty good sale at the Ubisoft sale on Xbox, and like it has received a 60 FPS patch for the
Really?
next generation consoles. So
Okay.
yes, it
All right.
has.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. I had that to the. I had that to the pile.
You know, I
Are
bought
you
every
sad that you have to
Assassin's
buy it
Creed.
now?
I bought every Assassin's Creed
So,
and played every Assassin's Creed up until
so am I. Yeah. Just about.
Valhalla was the one where I got about a third of the way through it, and I was like, I really feel like I'm playing the same game that I played in Odyssey. And I guess I
Why
may
does
have felt
everybody
that.
feel that way about?
I
Everybody
may
feels
have
that way
felt.
about the game because I had it
I know
and I played
they
it for
do.
like a few hours and I felt the same way.
And when I was playing Odyssey, if the difference
Honestly, it
between
was fantastic.
yes, it was. Odyssey was by far the best. New since they changed their
Yeah.
format,
Style.
their structure, yeah, their style.
Right.
Odyssey was definitely the best. Um, Origin,
Origins was excellent though. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but
Origins was
Odyssey just that much
excellent.
better.
But if you think about
It
it,
really was.
what
Yeah.
really between Origins and Odyssey, what changed other than the context, than the player
The
that you played from
it
the
was some of the combat engine had changed. They had improved, but I don't know. I think that the writing for Cassandra was actually really good. That's the way to play. If you guys haven't played it, you gotta play as Cassandra. She's absolutely the meta the way to play the game. Um, I don't like the voice actor for the other guy. A lot of people I've talked to felt well. I didn't necessarily say they felt the same way, but they most of them said the same thing about Cassandra being a way to play. But
so
I think
Thember.
that was
Go ahead.
no, that was it. And the DLC
Um,
were just excellent.
Thember,
The
Thember in the
DLC is
chat.
really, really good.
Oh yeah, the DLC for Odyssey.
Yes,
It's like new game. It's like a whole new game. Each
it is
DLC
like a
was
whole
like
new game. Yep.
it's like wow. Oh my goodness. Why didn't
Yeah.
you introduce me to
The whole
this in the
Atlantis
first
thing.
playthrough?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. It's an
but
excellent game. I think I put 250
Thember.
hours into it. 250, 255.
Yeah, I don't even have half that, dude. I was still stuck in State of Decay 2 hell when that game came out.
Oh man. We played
But
that a few times. Did we play once with you?
I do want to bring up what Thember said in the chat. He said, "Fun fact, Bob. Say his name again. Bush. Yasuki.
Oh, Yosuke?
Yosuke.
Yosuke.
Yosuke spoke the same language as Fabio, most likely, because Mozambique is also a Portuguese-speaking country.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
So how about that? You don't even have to change the language in your game, Fabio.
He sure enough don't. How about
Wow.
that?
Dude, that's pretty
I,
cool.
I mean, I hope they, I hope they actually choose a, I hope they actually choose a good voice actor for it.
He sounds
Right.
okay. He sounds okay.
No, in
So I
Portuguese.
do.
I'm saying in Portuguese, okay? Even though I will
Oh,
probably
Portugal.
play it
Yeah,
in
gotcha.
English,
Gotcha.
honestly.
Gotcha. It
So
probably sound like you.
I do want to talk out to Xbox Gamer 117 in the chat. He says this is the worst podcast I've ever watched. Can't understand one guy, and the other guy is muted. Only one person paying attention is Thimber in the chat, and I always pay attention to Thimber, but I'm struggling with a new format that I
Timber
want
on
to
the
go
beat.
with.
Timber.
Yeah, I'm struggling with a new
Sorry.
format that I want to go with, and a new day and a new time. And I thought I was ready to go at 8 o'clock tonight, but I guess I wasn't
I love
because
how he was so bluntly honest. He says it's
my
the worst
PC had
podcast I've
I
ever
upgraded
watched.
my gaming monitor, and my PC had other ideas. Even though the same monitor that I had the camera feeds pulled from a week ago is the same monitor I have plugged into the same display port now, because I put a new monitor on this computer. It just didn't want to accept any of my camera feeds from Discord. So I do apologize, and we did get a while to get going. But yeah, on to the next topic, other than Assassin's Creed
wait,
Shadows.
wait a second. Wait a second.
Yo.
Wait, wait a second. I just want to clarify some stuff here. So,
Oh
first of all,
goodness.
thanks for the feedback. Like, it is important to have feedback. It doesn't matter if it is positive or if it is negative. Second of all,
Mm-hmm.
if you have any suggestions on what to improve, we would most likely welcome it. Now, if you are just going to be throwing stuff saying this is the worst podcast you have ever heard, you can't understand one guy and the other one is muted. Who is muted? Who can't you understand? No worries, we will accept it fair and square. We will try to be improving. Now, if you think that this is the worst thing you ever heard and you are not enjoying it, like, here's the thing. Here's a very small thing. We don't care. We are honestly like, we want to improve, we want to be better. Of course, entertainment. That's it. But I don't know if you noticed, like, we've been doing this show for 111 episodes. It's not
Yeah.
something that like we are doing this in order to be our like in
Yeah.
order to give us money. We are just doing this because we like each other, we like games, and we like to talk BS all the time, and we like to
Speaking
talk about
so.
games and have fun with each other. So like I am really sorry if you didn't appreciate it. Thank you for the for the feedback, but like give us some constructive stuff for us to improve then. If you don't like it, if you didn't enjoy what I just said, or if you're not enjoying it, you are free to go and watch something else. We thank you for being here with us, and that's it. Have a great night. Now, if you want to stick with us and you want to give us some constructive criticisms, I'm not attacking anyone at all. I'm just trying to speak facts that is.
I think you
Be
already
more
threw
polite,
knucks, dude. You
okay?
already threw your knucks.
Fair enough. Okay, we're good. We're square. Nice. Okay, what's next?
Shout out to Jedi Knight Peter in the chat. What is up, my dude?
Man, he
I
took it
What's
miss you,
first.
up?
bro. I miss you. I miss seeing you on a podcast. I
Pete,
miss
what's going
playing
on, big
games with
boy?
you.
Pete's one of those gamer frauds, so I wouldn't put too much
Peter
credence to whatever
is
he has to
not
say.
a gamer fraud. No, he's not. You take it back right
No,
now.
no, he is.
Nope. Nope.
He does a lot of talking while we're in Xbox Live parties, and
I won't accept it.
sometimes we should. You know what? I'm not going to use the S word. I'm not going to say shut up because
Oh, he said
that
it
would be
anyway.
rude. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm not going to say that in the context of Peter. I'm just saying that I wish that he would talk less. You know,
No, you not being on camera is
that
just so
accent
much
grates at
more
my
unpersonal.
ears.
You not being on camera is just so much unpersonal that I'm sure he's not even taking any of this to heart. He's just like, Bush. Who is
That's
that
too
guy?
bad.
Who's that guy with the gamer pick? I don't even. Yeah, he's not important.
Yeah, that's too bad. It's messed up.
You got to look at him with your eyes. With your eyes, you got to give him them sad puppy dog eyes and be
No, you
like,
have to look at me with your
"You've
ears.
broken my heart, Peter. Come on. I don't
Oh,
like the way
Oh
you've
man.
become, Peter."
gentlemen, shall
Mhm.
we move on?
Yes, we should.
Yes.
Um, so the next thing that we have on our topics is Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs Legion is getting a player count boost 5 years after launch. That
Nice.
is,
Hmm.
yeah. Their Watch Dogs Legion is currently experiencing a bit of a boost since being added to Microsoft's ever popular subscription service, Xbox Game Pass. Imagine
Nice.
that, the
What?
resurrection
I
service
thought it
of
was. I thought
games.
that hurt. I thought that hurt developers and
I
and
maybe
and and the
I mean
such.
I
You
thought
know,
I did too. I
I
could have
thought I
swore
heard.
I could have swore I slipped a couple quarters into the cup of a developer outside of a Walmart because he didn't have a job anymore because of Game Pass. I could be wrong, but I think I did.
Maybe. Just a
I,
tiny little bit.
I could have misread his sign, but yeah. It could have been his sign could have been
Yeah.
like I'm broke and homeless because my child spent so much money on Xbox Game Pass.
Right.
That
Exactly.
might have been
Because
it,
we put
but
games in the Xbox Game Pass.
right. But having been released in 2025, Watch Dogs Legions was part of Ubisoft's triple threat of big open world releases in the same fall 2020 window alongside Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Immortals Phoenix Rising. So
That's a
those were
great
both
game.
yeah,
That's
those
such a great
were
game.
Phoenix Rising was a diamond in the rough. It was a great game.
Hmm.
I hold it as one of my favorite games of all time. Valhalla, it was the start of the downward slide of Ubisoft, but I still felt like it had some credence. So when Watch Dogs Legion came out, it didn't come out to no competition. It came out to very stiff competition from the same publishing house. But despite implementing
Yeah.
the never before seen play as anyone feature, in which players were able to recruit and play as quite literally any NPC in the London set game, Watch Dogs Legion unfortunately didn't do well critically or commercially. Almost a year ago, rumors began to crop up about Ubisoft potentially shelving the Watch Dogs franchise, as neither of the three
If I'm not
entries
mistaken,
up
they
to that
did.
yeah up to that point succeeded in garnering as much praise and fanfare as some of the French publishers' other massive series such as Assassin's Creed and my Far Cry. Yes. While this is yet to be officially acknowledged by Ubisoft, the rumors disappointed many fans of the open world hacker franchise, as it's easy to see Ubisoft moving on from it. Still, there remain some gamers who'd undoubtedly be excited to see Watch Dogs make a return. 3 weeks ago, Microsoft added Watch Dogs Legions to Xbox Game Pass, and it seems like the game is experiencing a surge of players flocking in to try it out 5 years after its initial launch. And I gotta be honest with you, as I break away from the piece that I'm reading, Watch Dogs Legions today in 2025 on the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5 or 5 Pro is still a very stellar looking game with it has the perfect use of screen space reflections that is just wow. I mean, I don't know if it really rains that much in the UK, but they made it look beautiful. They really did.
Yeah, they
And
did a good
to
job
this
with it.
day that game stands up. But
Like it runs. It has a really fun gameplay. What I've played, by the way, huge shout outs to Deli. Like he actually gave me a digital copy of Assassin's Creed of Watch Dogs Legions. Like
That's
and
cool.
I standard edition, and like I really. Loved it. I didn't like care necessarily about the story. I care mostly about the gameplay of actually being able to recruit from the most badass spy agent ever, from the most stupidest character ever, like an old lady across the streets. Like
Right.
it is just amazing the liberty of what you can do there.
But one thing that's really interesting is so Watch Dogs Legion has topped the most played Game Pass game standard list and sits at number 3 on the most played Game Pass Ultimate
Really?
list. Yes, it is behind only Obsidian Entertainment's new fantasy RPG Avowed and Madden NFL 25.
Oh goddamn.
It sits at number 3 behind those two games. Game Pass subscribers can enjoy a 20% discount if they choose to purchase the game to own it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Tell you,
actually own the game already. I bought it like day
yeah,
one,
me too.
and how much of it I played? Maybe 10 minutes of it.
But you know,
And
it's on your
I love
SSD, so
Watch
you're
Dogs.
it's on your SSD, so you're always gonna have it.
You did
Oh
enjoy
yeah,
it?
even if it's not, you can still download it.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
That's one thing I like about digital games. Even if you take it off your drive, it'll still allow you to re-download it. So love that. I don't
Next
know
on
if you could do that on
our
PlayStation. I've never done it before.
next on our news list, Towerborn. That's right, Towerborn. It was revealed on March 18th that Towerborn is releasing onto Game Pass Preview and Game Pass on April 29th. So it's entering preview now, and it will be on the official Everybody Can Play Game Pass April 29th. On April 29th, Towerborn will release on the Xbox Game Preview for Xbox Series X and S, Windows PC via the Xbox app, and with Xbox Game Pass. It's a reimagined looter brawler ARPG experience with
Which
full
looks really good.
cross-platform play. It does. Towerborn does look very good.
Like I
Um,
thought it was just curious what they did last year, which was like, okay, we are going to be releasing this, like the preview of it first on PC, and then we are just now getting the Xbox version of it. Like I think we would be honestly past this situation, considering how we've been having like Age of Mythology, an RTS being released day one with Xbox, or Microsoft Flight Simulator, the brand new one, 2024, right? Like
yeah,
released also day one with Xbox as well. Like so, I don't know why with this particular game, which seems to be simpler in general, like compared to a game like Microsoft Flight Simulator and an RTS game such as Age of Mythology, how does this game get to like, okay, this will have to be released first on PC and then
I
go to console?
I think Bob has a bearded dragon that's asleep.
Ah, great. Amazing.
Yeah,
I think it has
so
more to do with which one is ready first. So the Age of
yeah,
Mythology is ready. You listen, Bob? You could correct me because I know Bob would know more than I would when it comes to PC gaming. But I would think that it was because one is already ready to go, and they're still working on the console version.
believe it or not, Age of Mythology Retold it launched the same time on on both PC and Xbox.
Hmm.
Did it really? Okay.
Yeah, I think they did it on purpose because just like Age of Empires, it had never been on console, so they wanted to make a really big deal about it being on console. So
Mm-hmm.
they kind of centered all the excitement around the console release, but it also came out on PC. Oh wow, Jedi Knight Peter, you're not nice. Peter says more Fabio and Bobby, much less Bushido. Wink out
Oh
emoji.
no! See,
I
now you just
I
sound
agree with
spiteful and
that, of
petty.
course.
Man, now you sound spiteful and petty.
I mean,
That
I've
was
been saying
uncalled
it
for.
for.
What I said
Have I
was a fact, and what
have
he's
I
saying is uncalled for.
have I not been saying it for months? The Bob and Fob show. I'm just saying.
In
I'm
fact,
just
you
Mhm.
have.
I'm just
In
kidding.
fact, you have been saying that, talking about that.
Oh, and to
It's
the
just
guy that said he thought
that's
this was the
because
worst
Bob and
podcast.
Fob
I
are
have
the
a
ones
problem with
that
what you have to
always.
say.
That's because Bob and Fob always show up when they're supposed to, and somebody either takes medicine and is asleep during the show, or somebody else has finals or midterms or
Just gonna
something
rub
going
that in,
on,
huh?
and
Yeah, keep rubbing that in.
I rubbing it in. I think it's
You
only
know,
you
if you
only admitted that it happened one week. Has it happened more? Oh my goodness! I think you have a problem,
anyway.
brother.
So that's again. Oh, listen, if you had Pete on the show, it'd be much worse. He probably show up every other month, so I wouldn't,
Okay, yeah,
I wouldn't look at,
you
wouldn't
got
look
me.
down on me for him if that
So,
was what you're thinking, you
so
know.
one thing that does catch me off guard about Towerborn is I was kind of expecting when I first saw Towerborn and I heard about it and where it was headed. I kind of thought that we were going to get like an official release of Towerborn because of what I had seen. And now we found out that
Right.
Towerborn is going into Xbox Game Pass preview, which is where games go that are currently being worked on, but are in a state where they are playable and enjoyable.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like Pal World. Pal World had no issues, and Pal World is still a year after its release, over a year, is still an Xbox game preview. So I
Yeah.
don't know if
Yep.
they're doing that
Well, so
to.
wasn't Grounded also?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of games. So I was kind of
Yeah.
shocked, but I tell you what, Game Pass preview, and then going into the official Game Pass on April 29th, does that mean that we can consider it a released game on April 29th because it's on a service and not in a preview program?
Hmm.
I I
Good
think
question,
so.
Fabio.
Maybe. Hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. For
Yeah.
sure.
Um
Like, like in terms of, for example, Pal World, would you consider like that they are? Wait, I don't know. I don't remember now. Has the PlayStation version been released yet?
Yes. I don't want to say
Let me
yes
check.
and I know, but I'll take a look. I'll
Let,
take a look
let,
at
let
it.
me check here.
hey,
I do think I
big shout out in the chat. Ganga in denial. Yo, what's up, brother? Glad to
Ganger.
see you. I haven't seen Ganga in a
Hey
while. So
Ganga.
happy to see Ganga stop by. What's up, dog?
Ganger's my man's.
Whatever you do, don't listen to the last 1 hour and a half of the show. It sucks. Listen from here on out. It's great. I'm telling you right now.
Are I mean,
Uh,
Getting things together
are
and
you still?
getting our
yeah, you
gears
picked up
lubed
at the
up.
right time.
Yeah,
I
perfect
mean,
time.
did you guys took that comment from that guy way to the way too much to the heart? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, it's only one. It's only one
But to me,
episode. It's one episode and one comment. Next week we'll erase all of that with the next episode. I don't care.
Oh my lord! Like, I just wanna put, like, it's just because we were having fun, so like I don't give a damn about that comment, honestly. But yeah, fine. We are actually on track talking about the news that happened, and by the way, pretty interesting stuff. So, for what I see here. Yeah, the Simba. Simba, you didn't answer me earlier in terms of if the PlayStation version of Power Wars was released actually. So if it hasn't been released, and I can be totally wrong because it might have already been, I don't know. I don't know right now. But like, if the PlayStation 5 version wasn't released yet, maybe Pal World is waiting for that release to be done so that simultaneously it leaves from the state of game preview and becomes like the quote unquote full launch?
I don't
Mm.
know. If Thimber could speak, I'm
Nice.
sure he would
They look
answer
at
you.
each other, they think about it, and I don't know. Amazing.
If Thimber could,
That's
I'm sorry.
exactly what happened.
I read the
Okay,
next
Faber
topic.
just confirmed that it is out on PlayStation, so yeah, I'm screwed. Like,
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't have
I
any
thought I
arguments.
remember that.
I think they just need to stop.
Well, I
I
do
think they
believe
just need to like.
so. So PlayStation does do games prior to release. I don't know what they call it, but it is it's on a case by case basis. You know, on Xbox, I believe that you can apply for the preview program, and pretty much everybody that's got a stable running a piece of software can get in. But on PlayStation, you remember back when they even pulled Cyberpunk 2077 off the store
Yeah,
Mm,
because of how it was performing on the PS4 when clearly it came out after the release of PS5 and those people were not having any issues. But
mhm.
I can see how it was done that way. And so Power World is on there. I don't know what PlayStation's preview program is called, but it Power World was such a big hit on Xbox through the Xbox preview program that I think Sony had to make some concessions to get that game before it was ready to be finally released on their platform, because at one time there was like 34 million people playing that game on Xbox. It was crazy.
yeah, PC,
It was
yeah,
it was
ridiculous.
absolutely nuts. I remember
I was
being
I
at
was really
work and
surprised
thinking
by that. Yeah,
I remember being at work and thinking about looking up on my phone where I could find certain pals and looking forward to getting off work and going to find this pal that me and my wife had been looking for forever and get it. It was one of those games.
it really
So
was. Yeah, it was.
I do believe on XPN podcast, was it not my game of the year, Fabio?
It was.
No,
I
I think
don't
it came in
know if it
second. I
was
think
your.
I thought Peppa Pig was.
Yeah, yeah, like I was.
no, it
Probably,
wasn't
but
Peppa
like
Pig.
I like it
No,
definitely
it's my opinion.
wasn't like it definitely wasn't like your first place game to be like the game of the year, but in the top 10 it was like top 2 or top 3 honestly.
So if it was
Yeah,
top two
I
or three,
believe
why
it
did you
was
go all the
too.
way up to 10? That's all I'm
You
asking,
understand
Fabio.
you understand, right? God damn it. Oh my lord.
Oh gosh,
I
Why
know you
here
guys
are
do
you
goes.
things
that
different over there, but
why are you that annoying? Let me just ask you
when
this.
you're on with Americans, you have to talk American. You know,
I
you
mean,
could talk
we're
some
pretty.
Yeah,
American, but
We're
I just
pretty
want to make
annoying.
sure that
That's the way we are.
you know,
Unfortunately,
this
we're
is
sorry.
is
It
it?
happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's just,
well,
yeah. Oh,
that's
okay.
how us Americans.
So,
You know,
Fair enough.
the next game, the next bit of news, kind of it's a little close. It hits a little close to Bob here because when Bob first bought the first PlayStation, Bob bought the first PlayStation for Need for Speed in Final Fantasy VII. That is what Bob bought the new PlayStation for. The very first PlayStation. But
wow,
the
gosh,
reason, yeah. So the reason Bob bought the very first dual analog controller, Bob bought that controller for Croc. Yes, I did. I bought that controller for Croc. And Croc, yes. Croc Legend of the Gobos remaster is launching on April 2nd. Oh, yes.
oh wow,
Oh, yes. The
That is some
remastered
nostalgia, honestly.
the
uh,
remastered
Yeah.
version of the 3D platformer Croc and the Legend of the Gobos will launch on digitally on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on April 2nd. Agronaut Games announced PlayStation 5 and Switch physical editions, which are due out Q2 2025, are currently available for pre-order via distributor Rocket Games. Ugh, that's right. And a note from the developer here. A note from the developer. We are thrilled to bring Croc, Legend of the Gobos, to a new generation of gamers, said Argonauts Games founder Jez San. In a press release, our team has worked tirelessly to preserve the charm and nostalgia of the original game. Oh, yes! While introducing modern enhancements that made it even more enjoyable on today's consoles and PCs. We can't wait for players to dive into Croc's world and experience the magic again. Oh, Bob is done. Bob's
Oh
finished.
my
He
lord,
is
what's
Bob's
what's
Yeah, Bob
happening?
climaxed.
sounded,
He's done.
Bob sounded like he's got all over his pants now.
Oh
What's
yeah.
going on?
That's so, and even Thember in the chat. Yes, Thember, Croc is amazing. I loved Croc. I loved it. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm that guy in the front of the line wearing the crocodile hat going, Croc, 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 Croc. Yes.
Hopefully, it doesn't have tank controls.
That was the whole point of getting the analog controller, is because it had tank controls until you got the analog controller. It was almost like a game. It was Croc was the first game that I felt actually it forced you into the next generation of controls that we're still living with today.
I mean,
Because
you're telling me you never played like Ape Escape?
yeah, it wasn't really. It didn't feel necessary until Croc, until you played a platformer, and you had to jump across those small islands in the middle of the water and everything. It really didn't feel necessary to have that sort of control until Croc and Spyro. But Croc and Spyro both came out around the same time. Croc and Spyro, they brought in the need for analog sticks, for thumbsticks. Until
Hmm.
then, I mean, we were just dealing with platformers. It is what it was. You were either good at it or you weren't. And now we got
Yep.
thumbsticks, and now
Most of us were always
everybody
good at
was
those.
still a
That's what
little
all the
better
only
at
thing we
it,
played.
or they sucked. Yeah. Oh God, Jeddah. Jeddah says
Look,
modern
Peter saying how.
enhancements. Peter says modern enhancements? Does that mean a they them Croc? I need a Croc X
Oh,
Crocs crossover.
oh
Who's a
Jesus.
moderator? Somebody needs to put them on timeout.
Okay, so Elon Musk needs to go ahead and buy YouTube, so that we don't have to worry about what goes on in the YouTube chat.
Yeah,
Okay, please. YouTube chat should be total free speech. Say whatever the hell you want, and the moderator will take care of you. Please, just saying.
Maybe, Bob, maybe you should be ready for. Sorry to interrupt you there, but like maybe you should be ready to put up another screen there.
What screen?
If you check on Twitter, check our DMs from the Twitter group right now.
Okay.
Maybe you should set up for another panel member to join here.
Oh, I'm ready. Tell him to bring it. All I gotta do is reset 2 cams. Bring it on,
I
baby.
mean, we are just waiting for him. I mean, he asked. Maybe
I
that
mean, I'm
means
like,
I don't know. He can be lying. He can always be lying, like considering who he is. So
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, I mean, he is the wise old gamer. I mean, who is really, who spells the word wise with the letter Z and expects themselves
Apparently that
to be taken
apparently
seriously by society. I mean, seriously. I mean, come
apparently
on.
that wise MF over there. So yeah.
I mean, exactly, totally.
You said Wise was
And if he's coming,
in the chat.
I mean, we no,
All right,
just
but
take a
again,
look
people
at
to be here again.
just go and take a
Yeah,
look
I'm breaking up.
at the Twitter group there. Maybe I
Hey,
don't
did you
know.
say Wise
Maybe
was in the chat?
no, I did never say he was in the chat.
Oh, I thought somebody said Wise was in the chat. All right, all right.
Well,
Wasn't asking
somebody
you
doesn't
per
pay attention.
se.
oh, did you see my text message back to him?
Oh, you're texting him, man.
Oh no, it's in our Twitter chat. It says if you're coming on, you better be on cam, fucker.
Wise is always on camera. What are you talking about?
Cause cause if you're not on cam, I can like make your like a little window here smaller to only show your signal so that you'll look so inadequate next to the people that are like have these big screens next to the
I got you.
gameplay. And I'm just looking out for you, dude. I don't want you to be taken as less than you are.
Yes, it does. I never
Hey,
cared about you.
hey. So I just got a shout out. I got a shout out. Officially, we have Ganga in denial. We have Jedi Knight Peter, a close friend, a close Aussie friend in the chat that we've been
Maybe here, but
conversing back and forth. Bushido, don't start. Don't start.
I'm not. I'm just,
And
speaking
we've
my
got
truth.
another. We have another close friend. We have a Infinite Umbra in the chat.
Oh, we got
What?
Bushido here. We got the Bushido the second, or this is Umbro the second. I don't know
I
anymore.
don't
Like you
know.
guys
I
are just the
see.
same
He
I've
person.
been
said, I don't
going.
know anymore.
I've been going back into the gamer tag histories. I've been going back into the group and the podcast histories. I'm having a hard time figuring out who came first. Who came first? Was it
Hmm.
Umbra or was it Bushido?
Unfortunately, we both came into the game at the same time.
Oh, see, so we're gonna die wondering who was really the fake and who wasn't. Oh my god! This is
Oh man, there's only
crazy.
one Bushido. There only ever will be one Bushido.
Oh, so yeah. Um, is anybody else looking forward to Croc Legend of the Gobos remaster on April 2nd as much as I am?
I am.
I
I
don't
mean,
know about as much as you are.
I've already paid for it. I've got it pre-ordered. I mean, it's yeah. I'm down. I'm down to
Like
clown like Charlie Brown, my man.
honestly, the game that I paid for two games already that I am extremely excited. And Croc, I'll buy it the moment it gets released for sure, depending on how it's priced out. But probably won't be anything absurd. But like the two games that I am most excited that I've already pre-ordered, I don't care. I already bought the brand new Shinobi from Sega, and
Oh, nice.
I bought the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which has like so many games that never seen the light of
Wow.
day since like in what
Ooh. I
more
guess.
than 10 years. You know what I mean? It's just crazy how they are back.
I guess having that master's degree kind of makes you a rich man in Brazil, huh? Yeah. I see
Yeah,
you
right.
Uh,
flexing. I see
Video
you
I
games
flexing
were
mean,
like
that
a,
dough.
a
You're
month's
flexing that
salary over
dough.
there.
I mean, no, not at all, not at all. It is just a situation where the both games, while they are at the like pre-order states, they were having a an interesting discount, and like okay, fair enough. I'll just get it.
So, our next topic. This may be really long and drawn out, but I really feel like I need to read the whole article from Xbox Wire. So please,
Oh
audience,
my
bear
lord.
with me.
Oh
Um,
my lord. I'm going to sleep
uh,
here
oh,
in
this
two
is
seconds.
big. This is big. ID at Xbox. So
Jesus.
developers of all sizes are finding success with ID at Xbox, with so far $5 billion paid out to date. 5 billion paid out to date for developers putting their games on Game Pass. It says, with GDC kicking off, our team is in San Francisco to celebrate with independent developers who continue to inspire us every day. With their attention, creativity, and passion in the past year alone, ID at Xbox has seen over 1,000 games launch, including fan favorites like Balatro, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, and Phasmophobia, bringing new experiences to console and PC communities. Since ID at Xbox was launched in 2013, more than $5 billion has been paid to independent developers from all over the world. We're also proud to offer developers the ability to use our platform to maximize the opportunity to reach an audience across multiple screens. As announced last week, over 1,000 titles are now supported by Xbox Play Anywhere. When players purchase an Xbox Play Anywhere game, they can play on Xbox or Windows 10 or 11 PCs at no additional cost, bringing their saves, progress, and achievements across devices. This means players can access their favorite games in more places, which has led to these titles getting 20% more playtime. Hoot hoot!
Mm,
That's
would that's interesting. I mean, one thing that I'm curious, considering the way Microsoft is dealing with their games right now, and the idea of like killing off exclusives, or for at least for what we can imagine, that's their idea to make every or as many games as possible to be multiplat. Like, would you consider that they might be may try to expand the Xbox Play Anywhere feature to also PlayStation and Nintendo? Maybe try to make a deal with them in order to like you buy the game once and you can get it to play on. I don't know, like commercially speaking, I don't know what to think of it. I'm like just trying to throw an idea here. I'm not saying it's
no.
good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's beneficial. I'm just like curious.
I don't know. I don't think that will transcend at all because while PlayStation Studios is releasing some games, notably Helldivers 2, day and date on both console and PC, they still do not have a PC launcher or store or dashboard like Xbox does. Now
Mhm.
the Xbox PC app does not give you the same dashboard experience that console does yet. But it still gives you access to any game you have that's Xbox Play Anywhere. I have yet to see PlayStation put a foothold in PC like Xbox and Steam has. I haven't seen it yet. They seem content with just taking the revenue from games that are sold on Steam and the Epic Game Store and other storefronts instead of just putting their platform out there. It's 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 been this way with PlayStation forever, and this is the biggest thing that I hate with PlayStation. They want you to pay for the game wherever you play it. It doesn't matter where you play it. They want you to pay for it. If you own it on PS4 but you want the PS5 upgrade, they want you to pay for it. If you own it on PS5 but you want to play it on PC because your PC's got more power than your PlayStation, you have to pay for it. I don't
Listen,
see.
you're paying for quality. That's what you gotta realize. You're
Yeah.
paying for quality, and
Well,
quality can't be transferred over to PC. you know,
That's not true
and
because we
everything.
get free upgrades to newer editions and better graphic options with Xbox at no additional cost.
That's
It's
not
called
true.
that's called
That
smart
can't be
delivery.
true.
Smart delivery.
That
Look it
can't
up.
be true. PlayStation wouldn't do that unless PlayStation wouldn't do that. They
Yeah,
wouldn't. They would never do it as gamers. Never.
yeah. Like Thimber said in the chat, that wouldn't work at all. PlayStation and Nintendo, it's a whole other thing.
Different
Which,
idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
In
I
my
don't see
opinion, I
it.
really think that they just look at it like, look, let's see what we can get away with first, and then we'll milk that as long as we can, and then we'll move on to
Well,
um, you know, yeah.
because you're looking at two different strategies. Because if you think back to when Xbox Play Anywhere was first announced, Xbox only did games between their PC app and their console. And to this day, their Play Anywhere is still only their PC app and their console. PlayStation, on the other hand, never had a PC app to do that with. They just started pimping their games out to Steam and collecting the revenue from Steam. So somebody that started earlier working towards this unified platform across two different devices is like they 1,000 Play Anywhere games is much farther ahead in the platform wars than the other one that's just trying to make an extra buck by selling their games on Steam.
Well, isn't it the same thing with Xbox? They make an extra buck by putting the games on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
don't think
mean,
it's any
so
different.
well, you mean
But I
which one?
think that the difference is in the execution. That's what I take homage umbrage. Get it? Look at that umbrage. Anyway. Um
Oh my lord,
You gave
seriously?
Umbra a very distinguished name without even trying, so he should thank you for that,
There we go.
but so I think that
Mister
that's where I have a
Umbridge.
problem.
Please.
Yeah, that's what I have a problem with. It's just the execution. They're not customer friendly. Um, I know Xbox is in this situation because of not being the market leader, and so I can't say if they were the market leader they would do the same thing. But since I can only deal with what I know, um, I don't think um, I don't think PlayStation will make that change anytime soon, though. When it comes to customer service and making sure, because also too, you got to forget a lot of PlayStation people are drones, unfortunately, and they'll do whatever Daddy PlayStation says and accept it. And so I'm not so much in that camp. Um, I love PlayStation, but I'm not going to just take it up the tailpipe. So
So
you say I'm not going to walk on a banana
Um,
tailpipe.
Umbra in the chat, he likes the umbrage, so I think that's gonna
I bet he did. I bet he did.
Mr. Umbrage. That's right.
Hey, is this show still on? I thought YouTube canceled that. Is it still
No,
operational?
stop it! Stop being
No.
toxic. They did not cancel the
I'm not
fence,
I'm asking a
dude. We
legit
moved, dude.
question.
We moved to Wednesdays so that we don't have to compete
No,
with the
no, no.
fix. Yes, we. Ah,
Don't finish that sentence.
no.
Don't finish that sentence. Don't you dare finish that sentence.
There you go.
You happy
No, man,
now?
that's you don't tell Umber stuff like that. That's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, ooh, I already scared a podcast off the same night I'm on. Ooh.
Well
Right?
said, so. Listen, the way I reason why I know you'd say it because I'd say it.
Oh, we love you,
Yeah,
Umbra.
I
damn
would
We
say the
do.
exact same thing.
you, love you, my man.
Oh man. So the last topic we have to go over is
First of
so
all,
Power World.
first of
Go
all,
ahead.
let me just point out the fact that Wiseau Gamer is a liar and a cheater. Like he just said that he asked if we were still
Cheater.
on the invite. I just wanted to be more dramatic.
Wait, he asked you
Like
what again?
we he asked if we were on, we were still on, and then like we said, yeah, come join us, no worries, and then yeah, he just never joined. Either he died the moment he entered his house and he was on his way to the computer, or he just doesn't like us.
Exactly. Well, actually, he probably got his computer started deleting his search history because he probably forgot. So,
But
Yeah.
go on, what's the next topic?
So the next topic, I mean, a game that's near and dear to my heart. I enjoyed it so much. I ranked it so high in the XPN top 10 for the year. What to expect from Pal World's cross-play update? They're getting a cross-play update that is going to allow PC gamers and PlayStation 5 gamers that are in the early access program to play with Xbox gamers that already have a year ahead of them in the preview program. So, what to expect? When Power World was first released on Xbox and PC in January of 2024, one of the biggest complaints that fans had was the game had a lack of certain multiplayer features. At launch, the One, Series, and Microsoft Store versions of the game did not have dedicated server support. While the Steam version did,
Oh my
this
lord,
meant
what just happened?
I thought I was the only one that didn't hear anything. Okay.
Well, while the Steam version did.
versions of while the Steam and Microsoft Store
Oh
versions of the
lord.
game did not have dedicated server support, while the Steam version did. This meant that those who played Power World through Xbox Game Pass could only experience the game with up to 3 friends. Steam users, on the other hand, had access to 32 player co op due to the inclusion of dedicated servers. So 32 players could play on Steam, but only 3 people could play together on Xbox. And they're going to release all 32 playable on consoles. Following the high demand from fans, Pocket Pair, the independent Japanese developer behind Power World, confirmed in February 2024 that it was working with Microsoft to add dedicated server functionality to the Xbox versions of the game. This feature was eventually added in June 2024, finally putting the Xbox ports of the game on the same level as its Steam equivalent. As excited as this was, however, there was still a major problem with that Power World suffered from. It didn't have full cross-play support. Although Xbox players could finally experience 32-player co-op, they couldn't invite their friends on Steam to play with them. Fortunately, Pocket Pair has promised that this issue will soon be resolved. A few days ago, Pocket Pair confirmed that crossplay would finally be coming to Power World in late March of this year. Although the feature was originally teased in early 2025 as part of their new content roadmap, the company couldn't provide a release window for it at the time. Pocket Pair still hasn't announced an exact date for Power World's crossplay update yet, but fans will probably not have to wait too long to find out when it'll be released. Thanks to this crossplay update, Pal World fans will be able to experience cooperative play with players on all the platforms that the game is available on, including Steam, Xbox, PlayStation 5, Mac OS, and the Microsoft Store. In addition, players will have the ability to transfer their PALs between worlds, according to Packet Pair. This
Packet pair.
presumably, huh?
Packet pair.
I'm
No,
sorry, Pocket Pair.
he
I've
said
got some.
you did say pocket pair like we should have that for
I've got
some
something else
reason.
going on in the back of my head now because of what I was just told. So I'm trying to finish this. According to
Okay,
Pocket
fair
Pair,
enough.
this presumably means that gamers will be able to carry their collection of PALs over to whatever. Um, I lost my space.
Oh
I'm sorry.
Lord.
The app just completely updated
Would it flip on
on
you?
me.
Oh great.
Um,
No what? No
this
worries.
presumably
We can.
okay. This
Mm.
presumably means that gamers will be able to carry their collection of PALs over to whatever platform they desire. But as of writing this article, there aren't enough details as to how this feature will work and what limitations will apply. Nonetheless, it'll still likely be a noteworthy addition to the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, is the I think the game is still quite popular, at least at Steam, right? Is it still
Right.
doing good numbers? So like, I think this is quite beneficial. Like, every game that has online features and that is multi-platform should have crossplay. Like, I would say that yeah, it should have like day one for sure. But like it was at game preview for one entire year, so like I'll give them a pass in terms of that technicality. But like other than that, I think that's a great move. I think that's great for the long-term health of the game itself, and like it allows people that, for example, never got into trying Pal Wars because they never wanted to play by themselves and they want to play with their friends, but they play one the person plays in one platform and their friends like play in other. Like it allows them to be together and enjoy the game alongside each other. So yeah, definitely kudos to that.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
haven't
lord,
played
like
it in a while. I actually
I
can't wait
just
to get
I
back to it.
oh my lord, like Bob is yeah. Popped. Well, fair enough, Bob. I know you need to take care of some stuff right now. Fair enough.
Yeah. For those that don't know, my wife just came
Uh,
in and mentioned that one of our daughters, is experiencing an allergic reaction, and she needs to take her to the hospital. So,
Okay,
oh,
I got you.
um,
jeez.
Yeah, I hope
through
she's all
What?
right, man.
through that entire
What?
last topic, I was reading it and I was trying to keep that thought from interfering with my reading of that article. It was in the back of my mind.
Got you, bro. It's cool.
My dude, why didn't you tell us? Like you can for like you know that for a situation like this is pretty understandable for us to okay everyone, something just happened in the last minutes here, we'll
Well,
have to stop this show. Fair enough,
so
we'll do it.
the wife, the way she looked around the corner, it wasn't like very. She didn't seem very like excited about it or rushed about it. She was just like, "Hey,
I got you
baby's
from the
having
start. Yeah.
yeah." So she
Hmm.
didn't like come in and tell me you got to get off here right now. We have something serious going on. She just came in
Right.
and let me know what was going on, and I can see on the camera that they've left. She didn't think it was important enough to pull me off the stream, but it was important enough to let me know where they were
Of
when I got
What's
off the
going
course.
on?
stream.
Right.
Yes. So I don't know what she would have had an allergic reaction to because my daughter is not allergic to anything. So
Mm.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure soon enough that is going to be you are all going to find out what happened, and she's going to be all right. I am 100% sure of that. Sure of that.
But now
Yeah.
that we've come to the end of the show, everybody. We've ran through the news topics for the week. Thimber's really good about bringing us all the news, even some of the news that literally, no offense to you, Thimber, we do enjoy it, and it benefits everybody that listens to the show. But sometimes you bring some news forward that literally nobody on the panel we care about, but we still mention it
Uh,
because
He
it's
said, you know what?
important.
I'll just keep my information then. If that's going to be the case,
Well, I mean, we still mention it though
uh,
because
no.
it's important to the people that listen. Whether or not it's important to people on the panel. Maybe we come across a topic that Themper puts in the news one day, and we've got four panelists and a guest on the show, and um, three of the panelists and one guest don't care anything about it, but one of the panelists is very passionate about it and winds up turning one of the other panelists or the guest on to the topic, and they actually go out and they play the game, and it turns out to be one of their most favorite games of all time.
Oh,
That's
I wish I lived
why
in that
I
world to live in.
well, that's why I bring up everything that Thimber puts in the news channel, because I think it's
Here's the
important.
thing.
Well, I
I mean,
appreciate Pepper's work.
no, of course. Like, here's the thing. Gaming, it's all about variety. You don't just play one
Yeah,
game over and over and over for 3 decades and you think that and you are still like
Unless you're a
enjoying
PlayStation
with
player.
the same excitement as you played the first time. No, you want to play something new. You are always continuously wanting to play something new. Of course, some games you might enjoy, some games you might not, but it's all about variety. Okay,
yeah,
so
and
for sure, like we do really appreciate all the work that Timber puts up with us here
oh yeah,
in
Absolutely.
providing us with some news. No
and
doubt about it.
that's one thing I enjoy about Games That Live, and nothing against the other podcasts. I mean, their thing is obviously
Everything,
working for them. Yeah,
actually, everything against you guys, we hate you all. Okay, just want to put out this.
no, but obviously, what the other podcasts are doing is working for them. But I can't sit here for an hour and talk about a topic that I don't feel passionate about. So I'm going to give my 2 cents about it, and then we're going to move on, and we're going to try and give as varied of, of a look at the news for the week to the viewers that we can, because they deserve that.
Did you say
Of course we do.
nudes? That's what he said, nudes. But okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my lord. So with that outros, gentlemen, let's go with
Yes,
that.
Fabio Amorin, sir, please tell people where they can find you.
Well, you can find me not just here with bringing and talking about BS gaming and a little bit of chaos with these guys here on the Game Cell Life podcast. Bob, I don't know what the hell you are doing with your mic, but I don't want to know actually. And you can find me also XPN Network YouTube channel. You can find me as well on Twitter as FBO Amorim97. If you didn't like the show or you didn't like something that I said and talked, my DMs are open. Fair enough. And you can find me on oh my lord, what the fuck are you doing there? And you can find me on Xbox as Buffon Lizard 8 and oh my god, please Bushido, be quick. Where can people find you in order for us to live and Bob stop doing this whatever the heck he's doing there. Oh
You,
Jesus!
you can find me on
I mean,
this show and
don't you have a daughter to help there? Oh my lord!
uh,
Oh
you can
God,
find me on the
I
Wise Up Gamer Show. And that's it. On Fridays.
that's it.
There we go.
You can find people can find you here. You have no Twitter anymore. That's it.
No, no, no. Twitter was shut down just recently for purposes things I wouldn't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't talk about it. I'll just say that some of it had to do with a conspiracy with Umbra and Pete, but I can't prove it right now. I'll prove it eventually, though. I'll prove it eventually.
Fair enough. And Mr. KY Bob, where can people
Yeah,
find you?
KY Bob. You can find me KY_Bob everywhere. Except for
We're in CDS
Xbox.
aisle.
Except for Xbox, there was an imposter that I had to go with K_Y_Bob. There's an extra underscore there. But all the links for my connections will be found in Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. But yeah, I try to game on everything. I gave my Switch to my daughter, and I gave my PlayStation to my son. And I keep my Series X because I enjoy the community interaction over Xbox Live better with the console than I do with the Xbox app. Microsoft, please fix Game Bar. Please.
You forget it. They didn't fix the DVR by now. Not fixing nothing else.
You're crushing my dreams, Bushido. But other than that,
I'm
you can
sorry.
catch me every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Thimber has already told me in the chat, he has said you should keep the show on Wednesdays from now on. It's good for me and it's good for the show. Apparently, we had more live viewers tonight on Wednesday than we usually have on Thursdays. So for me,
we get 3.
I don't know. I haven't looked. For me, that's a plus.
Oh yeah,
You know,
we ended
I
up
know.
having more than one, which is 2.
Yeah, we've had interaction. When you have more interaction in the chat from just your moderator, then it's a win. And we had that tonight, and so we're going to keep it. I'm going to consider that a win, and we're going to build on this, and we won't linger on so much
a
on
win.
bullshit next time. But anyway,
When it's a win, like they say.
as KY Bob likes to say at the end of Game Set Live, 3 things. Gamers, get outside.
If you don't have KY in your life, oh, sorry, good.
I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you, mofo. Don't test me. I'll do it. I'll treat you like you on a corner in the Bronx. You on a corner in the Bronx, and I'll just bust you over the head with a piece of pizza, and I'll say, "That's what you're talking about right there, bro." I'm telling you. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I digress.
Someone's really angry.
Gamers, get outside, touch some grass, hug somebody you love, and
grab
game
some
on everybody. Please.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night. We'll see you next hump day. Look forward to it. Good night, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.